Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Franck Baudin. I'm OpenStack product manager, and I start to be sick, so hopefully I will have a voice for 10 minutes. So what I want to talk to you today is about how we use TestPMD in NFV deployments and NFV developments. So this is a typical compute node today deployed for NFV, and you have two kinds of VMs. So knowing that the VNF are composed of VMs. So on the right, you have a VM running on SRIOV, and in this VM, most of the time, you will have DPDK running, a data plane application, a GTP, whatever stack, running on top of VF, DPDK VF PMD driver, and these interfaces are bonded because each interface is connected to a different top-of-rack switch. So if one top-of-rack switch dies, your traffic is still going through. So you have bonding in the VM on top of DPDK on SRIOV. You have a kernel interface which is connected to OVS DPDK. And this kernel interface is used to SSH in the VM. On the left, you have the same kind of VNF, but instead of running on top of VF, it's running on VirtIO, complete virtualization. So this is what people aim to do, and they want that because they have live migration, a lot of feature. However, they still have some things to improve to get to the SRIOV performance. And the difference here is you have DPDK in the VM, you have DPDK under the VM in OVS DPDK, and the bonding can be done at OVS DPDK level. So what is TestPMD? TestPMD is the fastest application to forward packets between DPDK ports. A port can be physical, virtual, like VirtIO, and can be a VF, kind of physical. This is a primary tool used by DPDK developer and testers, and you will see others. So all PMD's options and configuration parameters are available at TestPMD command line, so you don't need to recompile. You can test any register value. You can even change the value of your NIC without recompiling anything, and run again your benchmark and see if you have double, triple your performance. You have a lot of stats, including drop stats, because one of the questions we always ask with NFV is, where's my packet drop? So all AEL options are available, and also, more important, TestPMD performance is well known. TestPMD performance is published on dpdk.org for every release on different hardware, different configuration, and also other projects like OPNFV VSPerf project is giving performance of TestPMD on bare metal, TestPMD as a vSwitch, TestPMD on VF, TestPMD over VirtIO. Plus, you have other source of information like FIDO, CSIT, which is also using TestPMD in the VM and also to calibrate their platform. So, and finally, with TestPMD, you have different forwarding mode. You have I/O. I take the packet, I send it back without touching it. So this is why it's very fast. I don't do a lot. MaxSwap, a lot of, so you have all of these modes today available for TestPMD. So a lot of options and mode available, and the fastest application to forward packets. Now, if we look at a typical VNFC, so one VM running on SRIOV VF. So you have a data plane application, a GTP stack, running on top of DPDK VF PMD, either on VF, either on PF, it does not matter, it's in a VM. And then you have the VNF developer and the NFVI developer, so the people developing OpenStack, KVM, everything. At some point, they need to have a tool in order to make sure that everything is well configured, and also to check if they increase the performance, decrease the performance by changing a queue size, a threshold on the write back or whatever. So they can use TestPMD instead of their application in order to find the proper parameter. And once they found the proper parameter, they take it and they put it in their application, because their application is way more difficult to debug. So TestPMD can help to debug the low-level configuration of the platform. On the other hand, you have the NFVI operator, the telco operator, before deploying an EPC with 20 different VMs, 5 kinds of VM. They want to make sure that their NFVI is well configured. So they deploy TestPMD in a VM, and they make sure that they have the well-known performance. So basically, 30 millions of packets per core, 50 millions of packets per core with TestPMD. And if they get that with 0 packet loss for 2 minutes, for 24 hours, okay, they can deploy the EPC, and then they can blame the VNF vendor if they have packet loss. So also, the VNF developer, they also have to test their VNF on top of typically OpenStack and typically the NFVI, so they are part-time NFVI operator. Now, with the vSwitch, you can still use TestPMD to test the bandwidth of your VM, plus now you have a vSwitch under. The vSwitch can be misconfigured, and what you want to do is to remove the complex vSwitch from the equation. So you can replace the vSwitch with TestPMD, and with that you have the fastest vSwitch that can exist, and you can make sure that your whole platform is well configured, and if you are a vHost user developer, you can use TestPMD in the vSwitch, TestPMD in the VM, and do your improvement, your debugging, and make sure that you can get 20% of improvement without having to know VPP, OVS DPDK, and everything. So that's very handy, and you have a lot of application available as well. So a quick recap on TestPMD usage for NFV. So first, and I didn't talk about it before, but the base platform calibration. I'm installing my OpenStack, and first thing I do is I'm running TestPMD on bare metal. Bare metal. I'm trying to get my 50 millions of packets per second per core. And if I don't get that, it's because maybe I've got a problem of cable, SFP, BIOS, operating system, PCI by 4, which is instead of by 16. So with TestPMD on bare metal, you can calibrate your NFVI, and then you go one layer by one layer. You put TestPMD in a VM. You have the proper performance. OK. It means that your virtualization stack is fine. And then you can put TestPMD as a vSwitch, just in case your vSwitch configuration and the core you allocated have something not good. And then you can run TestPMD over VirtIO. And of course, the first application that will be used in containers to check that your container infrastructure will be good will be TestPMD. So basically, everybody's testing using TestPMD. Developer, tester, and even the telco operator. Now, TestPMD provide what I'm calling end-to-end plumbing to make sure that the pipe are well placed, and you get like 50 millions of packets per second over SRIOV, like 6 millions of packets per second per core on VirtIO over vSwitch, which is great. But real VNF, they don't take a packet and send it without doing anything. Real VNF, they do reassembly. They keep the packet for a while in the code. So the cache are cold. And when the packet go back, OK, cache are cold. And when you do your VirtIO optimization with just TestPMD, you're optimizing a lab case. Real VNF won't be accelerated. So this is why we have proposed working with Ericsson, so because this is what they saw with their VNF, so of extending TestPMD with options to mimic, in a very simple way, real-life application. So the first ability is to keep the packet a little so the cache are cooled, and to mimic a real processing. Second thing is TestPMD does not access a lot of memory, just the buffer. But when you have a real VNF, you have lookups, you have flow table updates, you have many access. So let's say 10 memory access on 32 gig of memory per packet. And with that, your VNF is acting as a noisy neighbor or not. So this is more realistic approach. And when you develop a whole stack, you want to make sure that you mimic a realistic use case. So with these two kind of options added to TestPMD, we believe that we can solve most of the VNF, what people are facing as VNF issue today into the performance, with very simple extension of a tool that everybody knows, that is very flexible, and we are pretty sure that we will discover new optimization, and we will optimize real life. So instead of having 2 millions of packets per second at the end, while we, at DPDK conference, we say 50, and at the end user has 2, they're kind of disappointed. So this is time. So the first answer from Bruce was not very positive to the patch. And this is really good because the discussion can go on. You have the link here, so please contribute to the discussion. And what I'm saying is I'm seeing TestPMD as a standard tool which is used by everybody using DPDK. Maybe it's time to modularize it in order to have a core and some, anyway, to have a standard way to debug TestPMD, DPDK. And that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Frank.